And let's see if we can take this audio live, though. We see cars leaving Jacob Zuma's Nkandla homestead. I'm not too sure who it is. We're trying to latch our reporter, Siphamandla Goge. But, of course, there is lots of activity outside Nkandla. You're watching supporters of Jacob Zuma who have lined up at the entrance earlier on with Edward Zuma, saying that they will not allow police to enter the property. I'm hearing that this is Jacob Zuma leaving Nkandla. That's what our team is telling us right now.
Please.
All right, Siphamandla Goge is there for us. You just watched visuals of cars leaving the Nkandla homestead. Our production team is telling me that it was Jacob Zuma leaving the homestead, but we will confirm with our reporter Siphamandla Goge in a short while. But let me bring you up to speed. We have about 44 minutes or so until midnight, and that was the original time until which police had to arrest Jacob Zuma. There are now some rumors, some sources saying that the Constitutional Court is trying to hear this latest argument from Zuma's lawyers saying that he shouldn't be arrested tonight. Siphamandla Goge is with us now. Sipa, we saw some vehicles leave the Nkandla homestead. Any idea who it is? Sipa, can you hear me? Some audio connection issues there, but you'll understand it's Nkandla, and that will happen from time to time. But these are live visuals from Nkandla, people shouting and cheering as that convoy left the Nkandla homestead. We saw an ambulance go in earlier, but we're told by Edward Zuma that it was not for his father, that his father is doing well. In fact, he said, quote, he was on top of the world tonight, despite his arrest, which was expected. And, of course, our team is still trying to get a hold of the Constitutional Court to find out if the justices are considering it. But you must put this into perspective. We did speak to Mzwanele Mani for a short bit, and he said to us that he did not know whether the justices were sitting right now, but he does know that their lawyers are busy working with it. So Siphamandla Goge is with us now live. Sipa, we saw visuals of a convoy leaving. Do we know who was in those vehicles?
Did they take those visuals or not?
We don't know who was inside that motorcade, but I can confirm that it seems as if that motorcade belongs to the former president. I do not know who was inside that motorcade. So it left the main entrance here and took a right turn as if it's going towards Transcorp. Those who are familiar with KwaZulu-Natal, when you leave the former president's home, there are two basically routes that you can take. One is going towards Eshowe, which will be on my left, and another one goes towards Transcorp, which is on my right. So that motorcade belonged to, we can say it's a presidential motorcade. I don't know who was inside, but I can tell you that few moments ago, that motorcade has left the former president's home here. If my memory serves me well, let me check my time. I think they left about 11:15. They have just passed Nkandla, going that direction as if they are going towards Transcorp for now. So remember that the deadline was looming for the former president to be arrested by the police. It's now almost 11:20. We were told that the police had halted their operation because the information received was that justices of the Constitutional Court were sitting to decide on the letter that was submitted by the former president's lawyers. So for now, I can tell you that more and more cars are leaving the home of former President Jacob Zuma. We have not spotted him, but we have spotted what seems to be his motorcade living here. As to where is it headed to, but it's headed towards the Transcorp direction here.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how this is all unfolding. The question many would ask now is whether that could have been Jacob Zuma going to hand himself over to police. And we saw people cheer as that motorcade actually left, as if they knew who was in the vehicle.
Yes, indeed. They were cheering and then singing and dancing, urinating here. It seems as if some may have had an idea of what is happening. It wouldn't be surprising if it's the former president going to hand himself over here. But then again, we don't have confirmation of that. We also know that police decided to halt their operation. They had received information that there were some developments with the justices of the Concord sitting. Some people said that was going to be bizarre. How can they sit so late at night when there was no urgent application launched? It was just merely a letter written by former President Jacob Zuma's lawyers. So it cannot be that they can convene at night while they are only left with 1 hour to go in terms of the deadline that was given to Police Minister Peggy Cele as well as Police National Commissioner General Kehla Sithole. So not much of action here, just very few people still hanging around here. Some of them have left the main gate. The former president's son, Edward Zuma, is still here. So we will try and get more information from our sources who are inside former President Jacob Zuma's home. But I can confirm that a presidential motorcade has left his house, headed towards the Transcorp direction. There are two things that can happen there. If my memory serves me well, there is a police station at Transcorp, but it's very small, but there is one in Greytown, which is a decent police station. Could it be that he's going to Greytown police station, not the Nkandla police station? Greytown is still within the vicinity of Nkandla, by the way. It's a very short drive from Nkandla to Greytown. Then from Greytown, you can drive all the way to Pietermaritzburg and to Durban, Westville Prison. Those are the options that are there. Either way, if you are taking the left turn, you can drive from the former president's home. You go all the way to Showe. You just join the N2 down to Durban.
Yeah. Siphamandla, stand by for us.